Hey everyone, Camelot331 here, and today I'm going to talk about what and I'm sure a lot of you really enjoyed about Gamestop, and that's the midnight releases, man. We would have midnight releases for Halo, for Call of Duty, for the Elder Scrolls series games. It was always such a cool experience. It was really awesome to see hundreds of people come together and celebrate their favorite characters and titles and just fangirl over them with other people that felt the exact same way. It was always fun, even if you had to deal with the elitist, smelly nerd every once in a while. Yes, his hair looks wet. Is it wet? No. He just hasn't bathed in 6 months. And yes, there was actually people like that. There were several of them. Might as well just do lines of sulfur, man. Just do lines of them. Because it was terrible. When I was a store manager, I took pride in my midnight releases. You know, back when GameStop would give us like a $100 budget and be like, spend it wisely, y'all. After 2014, they pretty much cut that $100 budget and said, we want you to make it an unforgettable event. With no budget. Just try cross-promotion with the barbecue guy from Ray's Barbecue. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Would you like to come to our midnight barbecue guy and provide barbecue for all the people at the release? Well, how much will you be paying me? Nothing, but you'll get a lot of exposure. Perfect. My rent costs exactly 1,000 exposures. This specific story is about the release of Halo 4, the first installment from 343, before they killed the series, that will never be rescued. We had over 800 reserves on Halo 4, it was huge. Me and my assistant manager Colton organized a huge tournament. We brought rows and rows of tables, 12 360s, 12 huge TVs, and tons of pent-up aggression that we were going to unleash on a bunch of unexpecting 12-year-olds. Now me and Colton were going to participate in said tournament just for fun. Just for fun. We were of course not eligible for the prize, and we definitely didn't take the game home 2 weeks early and play for countless hours to become unstoppable in preparation. We did none of those things. So people started showing up about 6 p.m. We were having a good old time, just palling around, fist bumping. We had 15 boxes of pizza. We were smashing them. It was delicious. I was gaining weight by the second, man. By the second. And the pizza was really cheap. So I was forced to evacuate my bowels multiple times throughout the night. Now my friend Joe, who was locally renowned as a Halo god, showed up to the tournament with my friend Austin, determined to win, yet again, like they always did. But me and Colton were prepared in the most legitimate, totally not any wrongdoing way possible. So we started finalizing the brackets for the tournaments, which were 2v2s. Team double, son. There was an electric feeling in the air. Not only was this Halo, but this was like a huge LAN party, man. Like the ones we had in the days of old. Truly the dawn of local massive multiplayer experiences, where you could smash your friends on the game, then immediately flick them off and teabag them. In real life, like all true friends did in the early 2000s. Everyone started picking up their controllers. We were done setting up. The time was here. All of a sudden, the door flung open, and there, standing in the doorway, was none other than Egg, with his staff from his store, which at this point he had surrounded himself by people that were just like him. They were all shady and they were all terrible. He brought some alcohol. He was popping some pills in the corner in true Egg fashion. It's not a party without a drunk, out-of-control Egg, man. Keep in mind there were children there, but it's all good, man. So Egg apparently heard about the tournament and decided to be a late entry. He apparently closed his store and took his staff and drove all the way across town just to crash my tournament. Keep in mind he was supposed to be at his store doing his midnight release for Halo 4. But instead he locked his door and made all of his customers just stand outside and wait for him to get back. Such a swell Egg. I of course called my DM and let him know that Egg was in my store and was not at his store. And he acted furious, and then he called Egg, who was 3 feet away from me. He answered the phone and then just shot the breeze with the DM and then hung up. Yeah, my DM didn't care. He never cared. So he entered our tournament with a member of his staff, and we started the tournament. We tore into all the customers and disposed them one by one. None of them posed a threat to us. It was like clubbing baby seals, and we had huge clubs. The baby seals never stood a chance, man. We had just one team left until we were on to the finals. Joe, the Halo god, and Austin were playing against Egg and his little egglet. We disposed of our team easily, and so did Joe. which was no challenge for him at all. But then something happened. Egg took Joe into the corner of the store and had a secret conversation with him. Then all of a sudden, Egg was Joe's teammate for the final match against me and Colton. I guess he paid him off to replace Austin. I don't know. I'll never know what happened that day. So the final match started and we took the lead early. All the customers were cheering us on. We had a faithful customer base at my store. Like faithful. Joe was able to bridge the gap, but it just wasn't enough, man. Wasn't enough. We took the final kill by 1 kill. Egg was furious and almost flipped the table. Like, I can remember it. He like pushed the 360 over and was like acting like he was gonna flip the table. Like, Joe got 23 out of the 24 kills they had. Egg was terrible. I don't know why he was there, to be honest. Like, he was so bad at shooters, man. He always got destroyed at every shooter, but he always wanted to play them and acted like he was a god, when in fact he was literally an egg with a controller. So then Egg stormed out because he had to get back to his store to, you know, do the release, because all those sad people were waiting in the rain. They were tearing up. They were just wanting to play some Halo, man. But all they did was sit in the cold. I don't actually know if it was cold and rainy, but I'm sure it was, because it fits the narrative. We gave the prize to a team that finished third in our tournament, which was a free copy of the game and a $25 gift card. We then wrung everybody out, smashed some more pizza, and then headed home to play some more Halo and smash some more pizza, man. I just hadn't pooped enough blood that night. And no, Egg was never punished. He literally never was punished for anything he ever did. He thought of himself as immortal. Overall, the midnight was a huge success and probably one of my more memorable ones. And it's really kind of sad to think that those things will never happen again. Waiting in line, the excitement, the camaraderie of it, those experiences, whether being LAN parties, midnight releases, or just co-oping a game on the couch with your friend, those days are gone, man. And you know, sometimes it really bums me out.
Don't worry, soon you will have me, and you'll be able to experience it all again.
You're right.
Yes, I am.
You're so right. Oh, I can't wait. So that's all I have today for you fine folks. Thank you so much for your support, your love, your positive comments. I love seeing it every day. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, because I would love to have so much more interaction on there. I don't get much interaction on there, and I would love to experience more of that, because it seems kind of fun to interact with fans on there. Don't forget my Cody Stop shirts, and all my merch is available now. It's in the description, as well as my Patreon that I did start. Some people were asking about it, so I started it. You do not have to support me on there. I just thought it would be cool. Just go take a look at it. If you want to support me on there, be my guest, man. So until next time, get on it, doggone it. Bye.